I'm Belinda Fremouw, President of Passionate Project Management, where we're passionate about your success. Today's topic is some risk strategies, and these are risk strategies specifically used for threats or negative risks. And the strategies we're going to talk about: avoid, transfer, and mitigate. So 3 different proactive strategies that we may take on risks. Now, when it comes to the exam, if you're taking the PMP, the CAPM, specifically the risk management professional exam, you're going to want to be very clear on these different strategies, and a lot of times it's 1 or 2 words that will dictate what strategy they're referring to. So let's start with risk avoidance. In risk avoidance, what we do is we change the plan to eliminate the uncertainty. So we change the plan to eliminate the uncertainty. The risk is no longer there, we've avoided it. So look for words like eliminate. Okay, when it's gone or it's obsolete, that means we've avoided the risk. Right? Let's say that there's a risk that's been identified that somebody could walk in the wet concrete we're pouring for the sidewalk. Well, I'm going to avoid the risk. I'm not going to use concrete. I'll use crushed rock. The risk is now gone. It's obsolete. That would be risk avoidance. Risk transference is when we shift the negative impact to a third party, usually in exchange for paying them some type of a premium. Think about insurance, right? Anytime you see insurance policies, penalty clauses, any type of contractual relationship with a secondary or outside party, that's going to be your transference. The risk event could still happen, but the bulk of the pain is going to land on somebody else, which is why we have car insurance, that's why we have health insurance, that's why we have life insurance. Okay, same concept, that's risk transference. Risk mitigation, now that's one of the most overused terms in risk management and project management. You know, everyone says, oh, mitigating the risks. Well, when we mitigate the risk, what that means is that we change the plan to decrease the probability and or the impact of the risk. We don't eliminate it. So it's important to understand that with risk mitigation, there is always residual risk. There's always remaining risk. We haven't gotten rid of it completely. Let's go back to the example of the concrete, right? Well, I'm still want to use the concrete, but what I'm going to do is put up a little barrier around there with little yellow flags that say wet concrete. I haven't eliminated the risk that somebody could walk on it, because they still could, but I've decreased the probability that they will. So avoid, we're going to eliminate the risk. Transfer, we shift it to a third party, so look for that penalty clause, look for that insurance policy. Mitigate, we decrease the probability and or the impact of the risk. Always some residual risk with risk mitigation. Again, these are 3 proactive risk strategies that we take to threats, negative risks. I hope you learned something today about the difference between avoidance versus transference versus mitigation. I love your comments, so please leave me one. If you need some more information, check out our website, www.passionatepm.com. I'm Belinda Fremouw. Have a great day.